everything. We're going to get to the truth, folks. We're going to get down and start asking those questions about these rabbit holes. People want answers, okay? All right, 2 guys out in Alabama, all right? We want to say a shout out to Ryan and Jonathan. Ryan does Frosted Forest Sasquatch channel. Jonathan Odom does his channel. Dude, Jonathan, man, that freaking bush moving like that and that camera going crazy, you know, that was freaking awesome. The stick
classic.
It was awesome. The camera going crazy. We've got that too, brother. We got the camera going crazy, and it happens when there's activity going on. Say it what you want to say, people. That's a rabbit hole. That is a rabbit hole, okay? What happens to the cameras and why? You know, is it something that's, you know, is it something about the physical energy around these things or not? You know, I don't know. You know, I don't know. But we need to ask those questions. What the hell is up with the cameras? And it's as simple as that. I can't say it no other way. You know, what's up with the camera stuff right there? Okay, hey, Mark and Melanie down in South Florida. They do the Crypto Reality channel. Mark is a freaking outstanding guy, man. You know, he has his share of haters like we got our share of haters. You know, don't give a shit about the haters, dude. Okay? Mark, you keep driving on, man. You know, say it how you want to see it, dude. Say it how you want to say it. That's it. We need people to come forth and just say it. And Mark, kudos to you, dude. You was one of the very few peoples out there in the beginning that was just coming off the chain and just saying it. You know, and we respect that. You know, I respect that. And don't let it slow you down. And we would love to have an invitation to go down there and interview you as well, and come down and see what's going on down there in South Florida. Okay. Getting back to Ryan and Jonathan, Duke, give us an invitation, some time periods. We would love to go up to your area and talk to you guys as well.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Well,
don't sound like a woodpecker either.
It's a little different than a woodpecker. Doesn't mean it's not.
Weird. Oh, hey, all right, Northeast United States, Felix and Lady in Waiting. Hey, kudos to you too, guys. Felix, I like watching your stuff, man. Lady in Waiting got some of the best audio stuff out there. Okay. How about the truth? Hey, he loves that stuff. Okay. Dude, Tim Fasano, man. Tim Fasano. Tim, brother. Tim, everybody knows Tim. You know, Tim, hey, say what you want to say. Tim at least gets out there. Tim has also had some decent footage also,
yes,
people
he
that people don't want to give him any credit for. Dude, we'll give you credit, man. You're out there, you're filming it. Tim Fasano, hats off to you, man. I know that some people might cringe when I say that, okay? But as like I told you earlier, I don't give a shit what people are going to say anymore. We're going to come off the chain, dude, and we're going to
And I'll say this, Tim goes out.
Hell yeah.
He doesn't sit in his living room. He goes out. He's been going out for a long time. And I respect that.
Hats off to you, Tim. Barb and Gabby, out Pacific Northwest. We heard an inside scoop on you too. Okay. What the hell was that back there?
There's something going on over there.
We're not making this up either, people. Okay, continue on. Like I said, it's a tactic to use. Okay, hey, Barb and Gabby, the dog and everything. Barb, very outstanding. They try habituation. Okay, great work. You know, that freaking video that you caught on film is a rabbit hole all in itself. On that freaking the cloaking thing. My God. Okay, I'm just going to say it what it is, okay? What the hell was that?
I know, I saw that too.
What the hell was that?
Yeah.
Okay, people, that is a rabbit hole. Those things need to be pursued, and those things need to be explored. And you researchers out there, okay, don't hold back. Dig into it, man. What is going on with that? You know, that was amazing footage. Utah Sasquatch. Brother, hey, my only hope going forward to you is I know how this stuff. I hope your wife allows you to continue on, because now you got a little one at the house and everything like that. But you know, you got a lot of energy. Your head is full of ideas. Don't stop. Keep bringing it, dude. Keep bringing it. Don't let nothing slow you down. Don't let nothing stop you from getting to the truth. okay? But if you find a rabbit hole going out there, and I suspect you're going to, okay? You're going to start getting closer to these guys, and you're going to start seeing some things that you just freaking don't have any answers for. It's coming. Prepare yourself for it. You can ask other people what we got going on, you know, and we're going to share. And that's the whole point of it. Bigfooting off the chain, all right? Don't hold back to pursue these things. Sasquatch Chronicles. Hey, Wes. Dude, I sent you a couple emails back already. We'll come on if you invite us on. I'm not holding back. I'll just say it how I want to say it. What's going on in our area? You know, there's a lot of shit going on in our area, you know. And we'll go on to Sasquatch Chronicles. I'm not scared to go on there. I know, Mark, you ain't scared to go on there.
I ain't scared.
Okay. And to our personal close friends, David Sidoti. Hey, shout out to you, David. You've been doing this stuff for 20 years, okay? You know, David's one of the local guys out here in Central Florida area. He's been around. Dude's a freaking wealth of knowledge in his head. Hey, kudos to you too, David. John, your name is really hard to say. John Bresnanen, I think it's hard to say that.
JB. We call you JB.
We call him JB because JB used to work with us. And so I'm going to tell you something, John. You're right, man. You're right. You saw the look. You told me the story that what happened to you, and you saw the look on my face, and the look on my face when John told me the story. John told me a story, what happened to him. And I can't tell his story because it's his story, and I'll respect that. He told me a story, and I gave him that freaking art. I gave him that, what the hell are you talking about look? And he saw the look on my face like, dude, that's crazy shit you're talking right now. And I called John up a few weeks ago, and I told him, dude, I'm about ready to punch out, man, because I'm convinced on a few things here. And he said, Chris, I told you, dude. I told you, dude. I told you about this a while back when we first started talking about the Bigfooting subject. He said, I told you about this. And he said, you got to come across these things, and you got to come across there's the answers that you just don't know. And everything you told me about it, John, has ended up being true, dude. And thanks for being a good friend. And you know, it is what it is. And yes to everybody, I used to own a FLIR. Everybody keeps telling me to get a FLIR.
Yeah.
I used to own a FLIR, okay? All right, here's the drawback of owning a FLIR. Truth be said, all right? We live in hot-ass Florida. Everything glows out here.
Everything's hot.
Everything glows out here, okay? So I've made preparations to sell my FLIR. Yeah, I used to own one, okay? But everything glows out here in Florida. I mean, maybe in the northern states or in areas where it's cooler, the FLIR would be great and wonderful.
So I guess we're taking the FLIR badge off, right? So
FLIRs would be great, okay? But hey, folks.
We don't need a FLIR.
Hold on.
We don't need a FLIR. I feel like sometimes you have to have a FLIR to get your credentials. You know, it's people ask you, and what they're really asking you are your credentials. Do you have a FLIR? Do you have this? Do you have that? We've taken that badge off.
We've taken that shit and we've cast it to the side. Okay, FLIR is a great freaking.
It's a great tool, especially if you go out at night and.
It's a great, wonderful thing. But I'm gonna tell you, here's another untold secret. You don't gotta go do this at night, people. You can go out in broad daylight. Broad daylight.
Well, at least you're not totally handicapped. Go out at night one time and see how handicapped you are. You're very handicapped at night.
And we're being very animated and loud and vocal. We're doing it for a reason, okay?
Yes.
We want whatever the heck is out there to be paying attention. They already know we here, but we want them to maybe come in a little closer and watch us, okay? Maybe it gets lucky. It's a tactic, I said, to use, okay?
I do want to say this, Chris.
Yeah.
I think there's a place among us where we can throw things out and maybe be wrong, but at least say it.
Say it. Don't be scared to say it.
To say it,
don't be scared to say it.
Okay, it's all right to backtrack and say, well, I must have kind of been off about that, or it hasn't really panned out like I thought it was, so I'm retracting that statement. We don't have to be right all the time in this. nobody's right all the time in this, and I want us to be able to have a free discussion without undue criticism, because I think there can be a lot of criticism.
It's like when I have asked other researchers about these little mumbling voices, and some people have said, there's some people that say, dude, that's not the Bigfoots, that's not the boogers, whatever you want to call them, that's something else, maybe it's this or that and the other thing. But you know what, I'm going to tell you something. I think that there is a connection here, because we hear it often, and we hear it at patterns. We hear it at patterns. And then bizarrely enough, it seems to be very close at times. And I'm not scared to take people out in my research area at all. I'm not scared. You want to come out to our area? Send us an email. Send us an email. All I ask in return is the area not to be exploited, okay? And I ask for the area not to be exploited because I don't want any of our findings to be tainted, okay? That's the reasoning behind it. These guys, let me tell you something about these guys. These guys can handle themselves out here. I'm going to tell you right now, you are dealing, I know for a fact we are dealing, because I have felt very ominous feelings being out here. I said last week, like an infantry squad is out here, kind of being around you and stalking you a little bit. I'm telling you right now, man, this is some freaking crazy stuff that we hear out here, and the way the movement's going on. And and then we get these moments of like, get the hell out. We just get these moments of pull the plug, pop smoke, get the hell out. We just need to leave. And the smell is not always indicative in our area, okay? We have came across it, but it's not always indicative of it. And so I think I've taken up enough time, but I want to leave everybody with this. We're coming to your area, okay? We're not scared to ask those questions. We're not scared to put you on the YouTube channel. We're not scared. What we're asking for is all the YouTube people to start uniting, okay? Forget the hell out of the community. Forget the freaking Bigfoot community. We start our own thing, folks, okay? Mark Zasky down in Florida, very outspoken. Kudos, man, very outspoken. Let them off the chain. Mark, you drive on, man. Ryan and Jonathan up in Alabama, do it, dude. Ryan out, Rio out in Utah. So, all right, so I think
we're done. Let's go. I'm ready to get in here.
Yeah.
Let's go in here and let's stir up some trouble.
Let's stir it up.
Yeah.
We'll see what we can get out of here. All right, everybody? And be looking for it. I don't know how I'm going to pull it all off, but be looking for it. And so if you want to be in the documentary and you want to be on it and you've got things that you're not scared to say, invite us to come down to your area, okay? I'm not getting on an airplane. I don't have that kind of money. Oh, and also, folks, let me know if we should monetize the channel, okay? Because if I'm going to be driving up to Alabama and all these other places to talk to people, that's a lot of money to be incurred. Let me know about how you feel about that, because I've always left it without being monetized.
I want to go that direction. I want to go that direction. Yeah, let's go that direction.
So what the hell was that?
Yeah, I know. Let's go where the vocals are.
It's almost like they freaking. It's almost like they understand what the hell we're saying.
All right.
Okay. So till then, till next time, folks. See you.